You know, speaking of sad dog stories, I hope my man doesn't, you know Brian Phelan from E?
Yeah.
Do you mind me telling me this, Brian? This is he told me this in the hall. He was walking around moping. I didn't know what was going on.
What's going on? I haven't seen him today.
I have not been able to get Brian and his family out of my head. Do you mind if I tell that? All right. So Brian, this is the saddest thing ever. You know, man, you affected me with this story. I am, like, so sad.
Affected me, too.
I told my girlfriend, you know, we're dog lovers, so. So Brian was, the hell was that? Brian has a dog, 7 years old?
Yeah, Basset Hound.
What was his name?
Cheers.
Cheers, family dog.
Cheers, the Basset Hound.
His son loves the dog. So Brian, you know, you let the dog out to do his business and kind of hang out and play and everything.
Right.
Cheers went into the street. Car ran Cheers over.
Cheers got hit by a car?
Yeah, and it's really, you know what, seriously, I'm not trivializing it because the dog, it's like one of those long hot dog dogs.
Right, yeah, that's a Basset Hound.
Basset Hound. And they didn't know it at the time, but when the dog got run over, it broke its back, and it took its 2 front paws and tried to drag itself back into the house to just get back into the house. You know, and it made me think of, like, you know, the dog, he knew if he could get back to the house, everything would be okay. You know what I mean? It was like one of those things.
He knew that's where he's supposed to go. He wasn't going to be out there in the street.
Isn't that the saddest goddamn thing, the poor dog? And then, so Brian brought him right over to the vet, and the vet said, look, even if I fix him, I could fix him maybe, but he'd be paralyzed the rest of his life.
Right, he'd have to have that little cart behind him.
So Brian had to put him down, and then, which is the hardest decision in the world, because that's like a family friend. And your son, what did he say in the house?
He kept saying, where's Cheers, where's Cheers? And I was like, oh, Cheers got hurt. And he goes, oh, Cheers hurt? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, oh, is he okay? And I go, no, she had to go to heaven. And he, you know, he's 2 years old, so he doesn't really know, but it just, you know, to hear him say that, you know, keep saying, where's Cheers, where's Cheers? And, you know, it's killer.
I hate that stuff, man. Because I do love dogs.
You gave me no sympathy when my cat died.
I don't care about your cat.
I can't believe you.
Your cat I don't care about. No, I get that. You know when
hurt me to my heart. I had to sit there while they pumped.
Why do you have to make this about you?
Into it. It was a dog. Then you feel something.
No, I had Shira, the Princess of Power, my cat, and I was real sad when it died.
I'm just saying, you can get sad for other people's dogs.
Why are you making this about you? You are despicable today.
To you.
Listen to your...
her cat died, so what?
Oh, my God. I'm sorry, Brian.
Thanks.
I was affected. Do you realize I couldn't throw the cat food away for months?
Oh, forget about it. My wife, I brought the leash home, and she threw it right out. She was freaking out.
Can I tell you something? My girlfriend was telling me the best thing you could do is get a puppy right away.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. I wasn't sure if it was, you know, time yet.
Right.
No, I was going to...
I guess everybody has their own clock with that stuff.
Yeah, but...
Get a bulldog, man.
It's just weird,
here you go with the bulldog.
When you come
Get
home,
a Basset Hound.
and then the dog, you know, is always there to greet you, and, you know, and then now it's like nothing. You know, it's just...
And the dog was good with the kid. And
awesome with the kids.
Yeah.
She was great, you know, and now, like, you know, you open the door and you don't hear any, you know, like, happiness, you know, barking, or just a good, you know, good to see you, and... It's sad, man. It's really sad.
But when you told me yesterday, I thought I'd forget about it. I was thinking about it all night.
Yeah. I was kind of forgot about it. My wife came home last night, and we started talking about it, and just put me into the funk again. I was just like, ugh. So, yeah, it's horrible.
Sucks.
Yeah. Poor dog. I miss you, Cheers.
See you, Cheers.
She's a good dog, man.
I like Basset Hounds. I think they're funny. They're funny like bulldogs.
Yeah, you met her. I ended up at John's, that party.
Yeah.
She was hanging out on the beach.
Yeah.
Okay, enough of the dog thing already.
Hey, man, I'm talking to somebody. What is you? What's your problem?
Evil girl. You are evil.
Yeah. I want to say something to Cheers. Hey, Cheers, you were good to the Phelan family. You were a good pet.
I'm sure Cheers here, Cheers.
Phelans and everyone here on the Howard Stern Show say...
Except for Rob.
Except for Robin, say farewell to Cheers. Robin was probably driving the car.
Yeah, I probably did.
Yeah.
Was it a woman?
Yeah, a woman. Some woman. We never found out who
A
did
hit
it.
and run?
Yeah.
She just left.
Did you see it happen?
No, I didn't see it.
You just came out into the street and found Cheers?
Somebody came knocking on the door, saying, I think your dog just got hit. And I ran around the corner, and sure enough, I couldn't actually see her. I didn't know where she was. She went that way. She's pointing, like, down the street. So I go running. They're like, no, that's where the car went. And then I ran behind in the garage, and I saw her just pulling herself to get back to the house. And I picked her up. And
was she crying, the dog?
She actually wasn't. She was, like, just in shock. And the next thing I know, you know, she was, like, I had blood all over me. I didn't know, I realized we didn't. She had it coming out of her mouth.
Ew.
So I thought she broke her leg, you know, because she wasn't moving. And then when I got it to the vet and they took the x-rays and they...
Was she alive in the car when you drove it?
Yeah. Oh, she was
alive the whole time. They had to put her down.
Yeah, you know.
What was she doing, just laying there in the car?
She was just laying there, you know, just, like, in shock, like, you know, what the hell just happened to me, you know. And then, you know, they showed the x-ray and they said she broke her back. And then I realized what had to be done, and, you know, I went in to say goodbye to her. And that's when I lost it. I lost it.
How'd you say goodbye?
I just said, hey, you know, I told her she was a good girl, like I always did. You know, everything will be all right, you know, and I was just petting her. And
did you hold her?
She was tied to the table, so I was just kind of petting her, holding her there, and when she got hit, she rolled under the car, so she was covered in, like, grease and oil. So I was sitting there, and I didn't realize it at the time, but I was covered in it, too. And when he said that, you know, I knew what had to be done, and that's when I just lost it right there, and I couldn't hack it. So I just...
So, like, how long do you spend with the dog before you say, okay, do it?
I was there about 5 minutes, and I was like, I couldn't hack it anymore. I just couldn't stand there anymore. So I left. I walked out, and they're like, do you want to stay while they do it? I was like, no, I don't want to go out. You know, I don't want to be there when they actually, you know, do it. I was like, just do it, and just do what's got to be done. And
well, I was brave. I stayed with my cat.
Yeah.
Good for you.
You are a brave woman.
What, are you trying to figure out what you should do at the
No, I'm just listening to my man here. He's my friend, huh? Come on.
Oh, I'm not a friend. You didn't even listen.
Listen to you. You're jealous of every relationship I have. Brian and I are close. We spent time together in New Orleans with Horse.
It was like, yeah, so what else happened, Robin? What else is in the news?
Yeah. Listening to Brian now. Now's not your chance.
I can't believe it. Every dog, even Adam Sandler's dog, which you didn't even know. A 3-hour eulogy.
Wow. Ever see anybody like this?
No.
A cat is just as important as a dog.
She thinks she's cured.
People care
I can't stand when I pay attention to anyone else.
Dogs have different personalities than cats, though.
All right, fine. Tell me about your cat. You
Never mind. No.
Good.
I wouldn't even. I was going to bring in my urn and show it to you, but I didn't because you don't care.
I don't.
I know you don't.
Andy, go ahead. You're on the air.
She's just off the charts lately. You know, I just cannot deal with this. You know, you guys are going through so much stuff. You're just trying to tell a nice little story about this guy's poor dog. You identify with it. You know, you're a father and everything. She has to make it about her. You hit the nail on the head, Howard. I just don't know how you put up with it.
Another dog lover.
I could read the post.
Brian's a dog. You're on the air.
It's Brian's fault. It's his dog. I'm in heaven, but he let me out. He didn't watch me.
And why'd you let the dog out like that? Did it always go out like on its own?
What happened was the kids were sleeping, so when we come home, she gets excited, and we didn't want to wake up the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured I'd just let her out, and then she could just go do what she's got to do, and she usually comes right back.
Right. She wandered into the street.
And she wandered into the street, and she got hit. The person didn't see her. They just came flying up.
Was it a black woman with braids who'd recently lost a lot of weight?
What am I wearing, you ugly beast?
I think she was drinking the cleanser, the Master Cleanser.
Was she on the Master Cleanser? Had to get home, go to the bathroom? Boy, too bad you're married. You could have got a lot of chicks with this story today.
I still might be able to.
I'm sorry, brother.
Thanks. I appreciate it, man. I know you know. I didn't want to really wreck your day, but...
I saw you walking around the halls moping.
Yeah, it was a hard day yesterday.
I love this guy.
So.
He's a hard drinking man.
Hit the bottle.
Yeah. Did you hit the bottle last night?
When did this happen? The other day?
This happened Tuesday afternoon. Yeah. I had a drink yesterday.
What'd you drink?
Just a beer. That's all I had.
One beer?
One beer for cheers?
Yeah, one beer for cheers. This was a weekday. Went for the weekend to really...
Even the dog was named after alcohol.
Yeah.
A bar.
She is.
She has big ears. Awesome dog. Awesome dog, man.
Did you tell her? Where'd you get it from? A breeder?
Yeah, I bought her.
Did you tell the breeder?
No, I haven't told her.
Yeah, don't bum her out.
Yeah, it's like, you know.
Well, yeah, she might not give you another dog.
There's a lot of people that don't know. I'm sure people are finding out right now, actually.
You think you get another basset hound, or you go
I would, I was thinking that, yeah, I probably would. I originally had a golden retriever, and I was, leery about getting a basset hound because I never had one. But now, basset hound's a great dog. I would get it in a second, sure. Why not? All
right, pal.
All right, thank you.
Brian Phelan lost his Cheers. Miss you, Cheers.
I miss you.
No bigger message than dog lovers, apparently.
What'd you say, Brian?
Kids miss her.
Kids miss her.
The kids, oh, my God.
Like crazy.
All night last night. Where's Cheers? Where's Cheers? Cheers outside?
Did they used to sleep with Cheers?
Yeah. She would come in and stay in my son's room and, just hang out over there. And, no.
I'm just talking to you more because it irritates Robin so much. I love it.
I'm just thinking people don't get this.
I don't care.
Much on the show when they die.
I care about Cheers, too. I just like watching the irritated face on you.
Oh, my goodness. No bigger messes than dog lovers.
This is her time, This is her spot, her moment.
Right.
No. He would do this at 8 o'clock in the morning.
No, you don't understand. This is Robin's spot.
Right, it's Robin's.
Not Cheers' spot.
No.
Robin's.
He eulogized meatballs early in the day.
Yeah, love that dog. Wait, Robin's cat's on the phone. Hi.
Max, is that you?
Hey, you see Cheers up there?
Easy on Howard.
All right, let's finish the news. Now it's your turn. We're back on you, Robin. Thank you, Brian.
Now I can't do the story about the oral sex defense. Because you spend so much time
on Cheers.
In this wave of love, Elton John has decided he's going to marry his boyfriend, David Furnish.
David Furnish.
As soon as gay marriage becomes legal.
So will he be David John?
in England.
Will he be David John or will he be Elton Furnish?
I don't know who's taking whose name.
You have to look into that.
Yeah, but yes, they've decided they're going to get married too. Neil Simon has just had a kidney transplant. The playwright from such shows as The Odd Couple and The Goodbye Girl.
See, he deserves a new kidney.
The donor was none other than his close friend and publicist, Bill Evans.
He's a funny guy. I see a lot of people get kidneys. There's no reason for him to still be hanging around.
Yeah, but I think it's perfect that a guy who actually made his living off of Neil Simon gave him his kidney.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's cool. Fred will give me his kidneys when I need them. I know that.
He's known Simon 25 years. Simon had undergone kidney dialysis 3 times a week for the last year and a half. A representative for the two said both are in good health. The name of the hospital has not been released. So,
yes, Rob.
A true friend.
First of all, Robin, nobody cares when a cat dies because they have no personality.
Oh, here we go.
Go ahead. What is your point?
Well, why didn't Robin? Why didn't Brian? Why did he put the dog to sleep? I mean, the dog. They said the doctor could have done something.
Well, the dog would have been paralyzed the rest of its life. I mean, look at Christopher Reeve.
But don't you see the dogs on those little wheelie things all the time?
Nah, come on. Yeah, that's no life for a dog.
You know what these dog lovers are like. If the dog can't do everything for himself, they get rid of it.
It's not true. Why are you doing that to poor Brian?
The dog just needed a little help.
A little help? The thing would have been in a wheelchair. You got to be kidding me. Go ahead, Brian. Respond.
Wow, man. I got 2 little kids. I'm going to have a crippled dog with 2 little kids.
Oh, I don't understand. What do you mean?
Crippled? The dog would just be a head.
The dog's back was totally broken. It would have just had the front part of its body use, It was like...
Oh, but don't you ever see those little dogs with the little wheels behind them? They're so cute.
No, they're not. No one wants that.
And, your kids should learn at an early age that life isn't going to be the same for everybody. Maybe
dude, it's a dog. A dog wants to run around.
Yeah,
Their kids learned that you better not have anything happen to you.
You get killed. You're going to have it.
Yeah, Brian. I'll tell you what, your son knows.
Hey, don't get hurt.
Don't get hurt.
I'll put you right out.
Don't run out.
You better not get in a wheelchair, dude. Oh, maybe it's a good lesson for kids.
Yeah.
I bet you they'll listen to you now.
Yeah,
Be careful.
Say, hey, you remember old Cheers, don't you?
Daddy will put you right to sleep.
We're going to the vet, Junior.
Daddy put you down. Where's Cheers? Same place you're going to be if you don't listen to me.
Get over here.
We're Cheers. We're Cheers.
Cheers in the chair.
Cheers in heaven.
Nah.
All right.
You're killing
Anything else?